Hi, Raghav.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, your voice is very much audible.
Okay.
Do you remember in your previous training how custom master data would be created?
I'm sorry?
As per your previous training, you know how to create a customer master in SAP, right?
Customer master in
Yeah.
SAP.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't. What's the code that we use?
SB01 or FD01.
I haven't practiced for.
Okay, I'll show that how it's to be created as a first step. Because you're supposed to know that how the customer master data will be created. Okay?
Okay.
These are account groups. Account groups typically says that what type of customer and what number rise we want to use. It will tell you. Okay, now let us see. We will create a customer general. Do you see that as this way? One-time customer, regular customer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we do is we go for customer general.
What is that noise? Do you get the?
This is how it comes when SAP execute the transactions. Do you see the message in the bottom? So when it reads the message in the bottom, it will give that beep sound. If you want to disable it,
Do you hear a background noise?
I'll tell you why I'm creating this one.
Okay.
These guys, they have interfaced with this SAP system with the Vertex. Okay, they activated it, but they have not set up any interfaces. That's the reason it's giving an error. Let us see the existing one. You know Vertex, what is Vertex? Manisha, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I am here. Is there someone else on the phone too?
Sorry, it was an, I disabled the audio. That's the reason you're not able to hear. Sorry. The reason is you said that you don't want to hear the noise. So
Okay.
it happens. Okay, that's fine. What we'll do is let us see the existing customer master. Well, this is how you create a customer master in SAP. Okay, you have three data: address, control data, payment transactions. And at company code level, you have account management, payment transaction, correspondence, and insurance. Okay, so this is basically the customer master will be created at two levels. One is centrally, means within FI as well as SD combination. It's exclusively can be created in FI. Okay, when you created FI, you will create this customer general. Customer general means the same customer can be extended to any company code. Okay, if you create it, it will create it at 3 tabs level. Okay. But whereas when you have a company code, you have additional information like account management, payment transaction, correspondence, insurance. Well, the structure of customer master is created in such a way. Suppose you have a customer, you have a company in US as well as in Canada, and same customer will purchase material from your Canada and US. For that, what we do is we create one customer in general data. Okay, create one customer, it will be a general data. Then you can extend that customer to different company codes. You see this company code. So in US you can use one different reconciliation account. In UK you can, in Canada you can use a different company code, but the customer number is the same and unique. Otherwise, what happens if you go ahead?
Do you give the different company code or just the reconciliation account different?
No, reconciliation account will be different as well as the company code will also be different. The reason is, the reason is you are you're having two different company codes. One is for Canada, other one is US.
Right.
Both will be under the same umbrella. The management is the same, but you have two different countries where they are doing the business. For each country, you will extend that customer to that company code.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how it goes. That is how it's being structured. So that what happens is you don't have to create a separate number, customer number for Canada, separate customer number for US. Okay. Customer number will be same, but you can extend it to different company codes. In case of US, if they want to see the customer, 3466, what did he purchase, how much he paid for us. The US people can see that for the same customer, but US company code. Similarly, for the Canada, the business who is in Canada, they can execute the same customer, but Canada company code. Okay, but whereas at a corporate, wherever it is, let's assume that your corporate office in London, they want to see from the customer how much is due, how much did he purchase. They want to see for all the company codes. Then what they do is they don't select any company code when they run the report. I think you are aware of what the report is for. There's a report called FDL5N.
Okay. FDL5N is open items.
Right, customer line item or open item. You can see both line item and open item, cleared items, both.
Cleared item.
Both you can see. Okay, do you see that here? You have to range, you have company code range. So for the same customer, you can give the company code range that you want to see what is its total amount to the corporate. Or as a company code, irrespective of your Canada and US. So if they run this report, they can get the information of the customer irrespective of the company code. That is the beauty of this SAP. Okay. Anyway, so the only thing what I mean to say is that how this customer master is being designed.
Okay.
Okay. The payment transactions. See, the data which is there at company code level can be different for the reason you are doing it at company code level. Whereas the general data address, control, payment transaction will be the same across your client or across your business. Okay. Now coming to these additional data entries, additional data DSD, sales area information, data invoice summary Japan. These are all your SD level, sales and distribution level.
Okay.
See, this customer you created FD03, right? You can create the same customer using XD03. In case of XD03, what you will have is you will have sales organization. I'm not sure whether they created sales organization. Marketing, and you also get some sales organization data. These are your sales related data, but I'm not sure what sales organization they give, but we can check it. But indeed, we don't need that information. What sales organization data they are maintaining for this particular customer. Not different for this customer. The reason why I'm looking into this particular customer master is this is basic for us before we go to FSCM credit management. This one we need to find out from the org structure what customer they gave for sales organization they defined. If you want to do that, you can find it from enterprise structure, definition, sales and distribution, define. This is for define. Then we'll have an assignment also. Let us see the assignment, sales and distribution, assignment of sales organization to company code. So 1000 what they did, company code 1000, they have 1000 sales organization. Okay. So distribution channel and sales organization. Okay, they use 10, 12, 14, 16. See, basically you can look at the marketing information. You will also get a sales data, but I will find out, I don't want to waste your time, I will find out the combination for which customer they maintain that. Then I will let you know in this next session. Okay?
Okay.
I have to see the config when who built the system. They might have done it for this customer to something else. Also, I need to check that why they connected the vertex. Do you see that you have seen the first error message vertex is there? I think you also supposed to know that what this vertex is. Let me tell you what is vertex. You see this vertex?
Yeah, communication error.
Yeah, communication at the vertex system means this is an IDES. This is an IDES system. IDES system is in a demo system. Somebody tried to interface this SAP system with a third-party system called Vertex. Vertex and Taxware are the two different third-party systems that is used in US to determine the sales tax as a output tax as well as the input tax. Output tax is nothing but your sales tax. Input tax is nothing but your in purchase tax, as well as the use tax also. They will be calculated outside the system, that is the third-party system. Then they integrate that with the SAP. So what SAP does is, using the tax code, it will go and get appropriate rate in the Vertex system, and the Vertex system, it will calculate their money, the tax amount, and send it back to SAP. Okay. So they do a periodical reconciliation with the Vertex as well as in SAP. Because in the US, the tax system is very, very different, as you know, and you have a different type of taxes, and they're very particular. And the tax goes with a combination of the jurisdiction code and the jurisdiction code that we maintain here. You see this jurisdiction code?
Yeah.
This jurisdiction code is a combination of your local county or state or whatever it is. The combination of the state, county, and location. You know zip code, right?
Yeah.
So combination of these, they will specify that this is the percentage of the tax and so and so product, either output or input. So that code and that rate get updated in the third-party systems called Vertex, or there is another system called Taxware. So those things will be maintained. So that is the error that you got here. These guys, they try to interface, and Vertex, they cannot give you a demo system that you can link it to SAP.
Okay.
Okay, but somebody activated. That's the reason you're getting this demo system. Okay. Now we are done with customer master. Anything that you would like to know the customer master?
No, not at this point.
Yeah, I think this information should be sufficient for you to before you go to FSCM. Okay. Now one more thing I would like to know is, are you aware of some basic transaction like FBL 5N, which will give you the account statement of the customers. Account is the open item management. You know this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can also see noted item, park item. If the customer is also vendor, then you can also see the vendor open items. Customer come vendor open items here.
Okay.
And there is one more FI transaction that you need to know is the account clear. Account clear is another transaction.
Account cleared?
Yeah, clear the account action. F-32.
Okay.
F-32 is an F-32. clear customer accounts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is you delete your, I mean, your offset your debits and credits of your customer account. Suppose somebody made an advance payment or somebody just made a payment without giving the reference number of invoice that is making a payment. Then what you do is you will select the debit as well as the credit, that is invoice as well as the payment, and you clear the customer account. Okay. Or you can also do that cross customer. I mean, the payment of one customer can be cleared in the other customer as well. You will have that scenario called bill to ship to. Okay, so sometimes they will have bill to customer, ship to customer, what we call the partner relation. That partner relations you can use it, and you can knock off your entries between the customer and vendor, customer and third party, sorry, customer with the ship to, customer with the bill to. Okay. Now we are at FSCM credit management right now. Here what you can see is the master data related, master data mass changes, list displays, integration of credit management here. If you look into the first three characters, you can see the UKM. Do you see this UKM?
Yeah.
The term UKM stands for credit management. Okay.
Okay.
Wherever you see that, UKM stands for credit management. Similarly, if you want to see that dispute management, it will be UDM.
Okay.
UDM stands for dispute management. You will see that, right?
Yeah.
UDM. And similarly for collection, you have UCM.
For collection, right?
It should be UDM. It is UDM. UDM. FDM. Okay. Now I'll take you some PowerPoint presentation. Let's see what we are going to cover in the. Okay.
Hello? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are total 30 slides which you can see. And this course, that how we structured it, initially see the introduction. We will see the detailed introduction like business objectives.
Yeah.
Then we'll see the credit limit, credit case, credit engine rules, and credit information, credit manager portal. Then we will see that system landscape and architecture. And I'll explain you this diagram, how this data, whole SAP credit management is being designed. Then we will see, I'll explain you this rules, structure, and engine. Engine is the thing, credit engine, which is one of the interview questions that you get around this, because this is the backbone for it. Okay. Then you will see the source information from which sources that you can get the data for FSCM credit management. Then we will also see that some business scenarios, how the score gets calculated, and how do you use this score. Then where do you assign that limits and formula, and calculating score and defining risk classes. Then we will also see that calculating score and defining risk classes while in the business part or master data. Then we also look into some of the integration as well as an interface related. Okay.
Yeah.
This credit case I told you in the past that in case somebody wants to request for either a new credit or credit enhancement, that also we will see that how it happens. And at the end of the course of this SAP credit management, we will see what are the available reports and what are the standard transactions that we will use, and we'll see that what are the OSS notes and the badges that we need to use. Okay. Okay, now let us see that before we go into the configuration part, there are certain things that we need to check in SAP NetWeaver. SAP NetWeaver is the one where you do all your FSCM related settings. That you will see in the SPRO configuration, we have to use the transaction SPRO. I'll bring you back here. This is SPRO. Then you click on F5, function 5. Then it will bring you up all the configuration related nodes. This is what we call as a node. Okay, each one is called node. Then our configuration for credit management, collection, dispute management start with SAP NetViewer. Okay, in the SAP NetViewer, we will see some of the transactions, general settings.
Okay.
Cross application,
Master
business, SAP business partner. In the SAP business partner, you see that business partner basic settings, and this setting should have been done in 99%. This setting will be done, and before they give the system to you to work on. Okay, and you will define your master data both for the person, organization, and groups. Persons means the customer as an individual, and sometimes the customers can also be an organization. So from the standpoint, you will have organization as well as the individual. So these settings have to be done, but most of the cases, like I said, 99%, they set up these settings before they give the system to you in the real-time project. Okay, now let us see the master data synchronization. The master data synchronization, which, as I told you in your demo, when you create in a customer, it will have a corresponding business partner. Or similarly, when you create a business partner, it also creates customer master in SAP. To do that setting, we have to see the customer and the integration, business partner settings for customer integration, because we're all talking about ARM. So from that standpoint, we will look these settings from customer perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You see the set business partner role category for direction of BP customer. BP to customer means business partner to customer.
Okay.
So these settings we need to do how you would like to see, the bidirectional, the customer to business partner, business to customer partner. And we also have one more setting. Different BP role direction, customer to BP. One is a BP to customer, the other one is customer to BP. Here you will map your account group with the business partner role.
So, I mean, can you tell me again, the business partner, is that something we are going to
use in FSCM?
Use in FSCM.
Yeah, and your BP is nothing but your customer master.
Okay.
Okay, the customer master cannot be directly used in FSCM. I tell you the reason when I set up a business partner, why we cannot use it. The customer what we use in SAP is a little different in business partner, because in customer master you have some basic data and company code specific information. Whereas in case of business partner, a business partner can have a different type of roles, and you need to set up those roles. The role can be in collection management role, or dispute management role, or credit management role, in-house cash role, or it could be an individual role in treasury and risk management and business partner, and so on. So from that standpoint, you cannot use the customer as is in the FSCM module. So that's the reason you have to create a business partner. To create a business partner, you have to set up a link between the customer of SAP to business partner in FSCM. That integration we will do here.
Okay.
See, set a BP role category for customer integration. Your customer is in R3 and BP is in FSCM.
So is it going to be like one business partner and many customers going to be linked to?
No, one customer master will have one business partner role, and one customer will have one business partner. but that business partner can have a several roles.
Okay.
Okay, you will have a several roles that you will have for the business partner. We will see that how do we define that role when we set up a business partner. Okay, all that what is important here is these two steps to integrate, to have a bidirectional integration between your customer and business partner. These two things are very important. Generally, it would be done by your sales and distribution management team, SD team. But we should know this because we have to tell them which customers have to be defined as a business partner. Okay, 99% most of the customers should do it, but particularly if a customer is an exports customer or international trade customer, you would not be doing it for the reason you will not give any credit limit to your international customers, because international business always backed by LC. LC means a letter of credit that will be dealt by your export management team. But for them, we will not set up any credit. No credit limit will be set up for your international customers, because you cannot send them on credit. You have to sell them through LC terms. So that is the finance team part, how we have structured, how we have defined your customers, and accordingly your SD team will be able to set up this. Okay?
Okay.
Now we are done here. Now let us see that business partner related activity. And one more thing is we have to do synchronization of master data. Synchronization of master data is nothing but some portion of your SAP customer data can be shared in your FSCM business partner. What happens is you have a general information, name, bank information, communication in the SAP can be shared at FSCM business partner level. Okay. So from that standpoint, you have to use that the data synchronization also. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Now let us see that how to set up business partner in SAP. The transaction to create a business partner is a BP. I'll take you again to the system. Enter transaction BP. BP stands for business partner.
Partner.
Give transaction BP. B stands for voice, P for Peter. BP. Then it will display you maintain business partner. Here you have to go to on the menu business partner, create person. Is reading, it is taking time.
Yeah. So you clicked on person, right? Create person.
Yeah, we will define the business partner, create a person. See, person, organization, group, but from trading perspective, we will take the person. Organizations can also be taken. Just from training perspective, we'll go with the person. But most of the cases, they will define only as a person, not as an organization.
Okay.
Taking pretty long time. It should have not been this much. I'll share you this slide, and yeah, you can. We will go as per the steps. But before we go in detail, I just want to discuss on the master data, because without master data, we cannot do anything in SAP. Everything is master data driven. Everywhere. The master data is the first. So that's the reason I'm talking about the business partner master data initially. No, it didn't take this much yesterday. This much, I mean, this is taking too much time. Yesterday it took, in seconds.
I was afraid that today server was going to be down because I got the email from them. I was not able to connect. We didn't have class yesterday, but they were having server issue too.
Well, you see, the reason yesterday, in fact, it was my fault. I was having a viral fever.
Oh.
Okay, even if I had taken the session, it would have not gone even for 15-20 minutes. Because it's a season, right? So because of season, I didn't expect, even I was not at my work yesterday. I was at home only. And
actually, we have that too. I mean, me, my son, it's the season change here, and also I had to take antibiotic.
Antibiotic normally doctors will not give, but perhaps if you have something, you can take it, because you know right better than me.
I usually get sinus infection, so that's why I have to.
Yeah, sinus infection, very careful. But you go for this one, steam. It will really affect. It will have very good effect. You know how to take steam?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put some turmeric and something called either jandu or something. You take steam, it will have a very good effect. I don't know why it is taking this much time today. Let me create one more session. Creation of session, right?
Yeah.
And one more simple interview question. They may ask you, what are the maximum sessions that you can in SAP? How many
6,
you can create?
right?
Exactly. 6 sessions. If you try to create more than that, it will not allow.
FI part I was okay, but CO is like, I need refreshing course again.
If you want CO is at least you need to be strong conceptually, though you are not working on any projects, because conceptually it's supposed to be strong. And learning a CO, I don't think that any trainer do justification on CO, because CO required integration with the 2 other modules minimum. I said 3, but at least 2 is important. That is your materials management as well as your production and planning. Without your PP module and SD module, I don't think that you do justification in learning controlling module. Because your materials have to be defined and that materials have to be used in the production. Unless you do production, you cannot do product costing. Okay, all your variances and all your reports, price updation, and product to producing the material, to bringing into inventory. All this is a part of your materials management module and production and planning module.
Yeah, he did that. My trainer here, he did that. We created material like from beginning, and to show us how it, the integration between MM and SD, and that's why he created.
It's good.
But I didn't practice for a while, so I think it's.
SAP is a such type of software. If you don't practice it for months together, any expert, even 10 years expert, 15 years expert, he will forget the things. But again, he has to spend another 2 weeks to 3 weeks and start browsing everything and brushing up. And yeah, it is a different world, SAP. I'm not sure why it is so slow. I created 2 sessions, but still it's not creating the business partner. It has to get, we got it. Good. You see that create person? Okay, the roles that I'm talking is, these are the roles. A business partner can be of any role. He can be an insurance company agent, he can be an investor, he can be a janitor, he can be a rollover clerk, he can be a person insured. These things, each and every module in SAP, the business partner will be defined and they will be extended to that role. Suppose if we created one business partner, that is 366, that what we created, he can play any role, but for our training purpose, we take it for credit management.
But can it play like can it be multiple roles?
Yeah, he can play multiple roles.
Okay.
But whatever the transaction we are doing it, that particular role only gets activated. You see that credit management business partner role, I'm taking it. We also have another role like collection management role. You see collections. We will discuss when we go to the collection. Right now we will take it only for credit management business partner. When you just give the business partner role, it will ask you to create. Click on the create. This is nothing but it is a compiling. When you do first time, it is a compiling. Because it is looking for n number of programs. So that's the reason it says it's a compiling. Now what we'll do is we'll give the data. We are getting a same error here also. I need to ask these guys to deactivate it. Let us see if I can do that. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, I told you, right? It's still continuing.
I know.
Yeah, virals are, they're very, very kind of risky, highly contagious.
Yep.
MS0018.
Yeah, it's still the same vertex.
MS00, yeah. This one I have to deactivate it. What I'll do is I'll deactivate here. Actually, that error will be. Actually, I don't want to do that, but what happens is if somebody is doing their own training, then they have to rebuild that. still for 6. I'm not sure. Let me get it.
Are you in Pune or Hyderabad?
I'm based out of Hyderabad, Nisha.
Oh, Hyderabad.
I don't think that you can do practice in this system. The system what they gave is different than the system what I have. Okay. Yeah. So they said they will provide the common system by Monday.
Oh, okay.
So whatever the changes I do, it will be there in your system also, so that you can do some practice.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to have a reading. You need to have some reading. I'll provide you this slides along with slides. I'll provide some more material, which is really important. You know, conceptually, if you're strong, then I'm sure that you can easily break the an opportunity in SAP FSCM. Not sure why it's not working yet. Very, very slow. Not coming up. I don't know why it's taking such a long time.
Down maybe the connection.
Yeah, now I think we are able to, we can create a business partner now. Yeah, that error has gone now. Yeah, you see that customer is created. In the first initial when we tried, it could not create the customer. Now it will also allow to create a business partner now. All that what we have to do is we have to get the screen. If the screen can come up, then we are good.
So it says customer 100 has been created for the company.
Right. Customer has created. Now we got the similar error for business partner also. Now business partner should also get created now because that error we fixed it. Actually, I don't want to do that fix because if somebody is getting training on that, they will also have a problem, right?
I know.
On the same system. But anyway, if they want, they do it a resetting. Okay. Now we'll go for creating a customer with a credit management role. Okay, it's a collection role. Now you'll have a credit management role.
So is it true that business partner has one-to-one relation like?
Yes,
so
one
for
customer,
each?
one business partner.
Okay, okay.
Relation of the master data is different than relation of the role.
Okay.
A business partner can have a multiple roles, but he should have one-to-one relation with SAP customer master data. That is the correct statement.
Okay.
Let's see what it says now.
Connection error.
This is all the system errors. Okay, it's your code. Let's see, I should have the error fix. Okay, what it is? I'll fix this error. Okay, in tomorrow's session, I'll create one more business partner. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll see that whatever we covered in the slides also. Okay. And second thing is, I heard that one more person is going to join from California. So he's also interested in the same module. Then it would be more interactive and it would be more interesting. Okay. But anyway, I have to create that. For this, what I have to do is, I don't remember the name of the program that I need to run. Okay. But I know that it is there somewhere on the emails. I have to run that program. I will show you that program once I execute that. Okay.
Okay.
That program is to be executed so that it will not give this error. And I will show you the screen as well as I'll show you the screen where I have deactivated and the transaction name also. It is a single checkbox. Single checkbox where we can, let me see if I can get that. It should have been here. I can see the T8 is a transaction to execute. Yeah, this is the program, right? I have this. Let me execute this. Just take this and click it. This was data was set, right? Now this error should not come. Let us see. It may come up with some other error, not the same error. Let me go out of this screen and come back. I think you know these real-time problems. When you are fixing it on the same screen, you have to go out of the transaction and come back.
So that person is going to join from tomorrow then?
I heard that he would be joining tomorrow on Monday, whatever it is. But what they told me that I'm not sure whether they come or not, but nothing doesn't matter. We'll go with the same speed.
Yeah.
Let us see if it gives any error, otherwise it gives the business partner. Okay, now what is the message that you got?
Business partner created 60476.
Yeah, this is how you create a business partner. But here we created at what role?
General
business partner. Now let us extending him to credit management module. Yeah, it go to change mode. Okay. Then you give that to the credit manager role. This is credit management business partner. Okay. When I give the credit management business partner, did you notice anything? The credit profile and credit worthiness will have come. Okay. Earlier we were there in general, business partner general. Let us see. Business partner general. Thank you again. You see general business partner, right? What I am doing is create a business partner. We have only few up to very user list. Let us say display changes. We're changing the business partner. And take the credit management business partner. Now the number of tabs will go up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got credit worthiness, credit profile. So now we are extending the general business partner to credit management business partner. Now we are changing the role. Let us say what it says, or let's give any other.
So whatever role you change it to, then it's only this role. The other role is not active.
Exactly. We are not. The roles are active, but for this particular business partner, we have not extended him to that particular role. Okay. Those management modules are active, but he has not been extended to that role. Example, collection management. When this credit is over, the same business partner can be extended to collection management role. Now we have extended from general to credit management role. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the role is generally created one general. See, is the same business partner. Initially we gave general, now we have extended him to credit management. Now what we do is, we will see that what information we need to fill in the credit profile and what are the other areas, other tabs that we need to fill. That we will see it in our tomorrow's class. But today what we have seen is creation of a customer master data, creation of a business partner, and some line items we have seen. And we have seen that setting up of the customer bidirectional, where the settings are, that is customer to business partner to customer. It means when customer is created, system will also create a business partner. It will be a settings. Settings means you have to set that whatever the customer number used in SAP is the same number the business partner will be created. Similarly, if a business partner is created, a customer will be created there. It means you can create it from different modules. To create a customer master, you can do that from business partners. If you are creating from customer to business partner, that also you can do it. What it does is, it just creates only with the standard information like address and address overview. The rest of the information will not be updated. For the same customer, 604760, remember that tomorrow we will see this customer, how it got created in SAP. Okay. ANC Corporation, CC, and so on. So we will see that how the bidirectional settings are done. Well, after we looking into that, then see that what data we need to fill in the credit profile. Rules, risk classes, check rules, and rating procedure, all this stuff. Then we have some additional information like identification control, payment transaction, and so on. Then we also need to see credit segment data. This also we need to fill to set up the credit limit. If you don't set up the credit limit, customer can go and buy goods from business as much as they want, right? But we don't
Yeah.
want to sell them. We don't want to sell them more than the assigned credit limit. So those things we will see in coming classes. Okay. Any questions so far today?
No.
Okay.
I think I will look at the slides and you know, if I have any, we'll
sure. That anyway you will get the slide. You will get the slide, but I will not be sending it tomorrow. But you need a couple of days before I send it, because I just want to run you through before you go through these slides. Okay. You may not be able to understand what is this credit case, credit tool engine, credit limit. We will discuss this when we go for in the screens. Do you remember that I just told you, like, you know, see, limit not defined, limit defined.
right.
This is linked to credit limit management. After discussing this, then we go through it, you'll be able to remember. Okay?
Okay.
Or otherwise, I have no problem at all. Let me go through once again the slide is covering everything or not. If it covers everything, then it's not a problem.
Yeah, that's okay.
I will send it here, absolutely no problem. Okay?
Okay.
Just make a note on any book what we were discussing on daily basis. Today we discussed a few things. One is customer master data creation, line items. Then we have also seen how data synchronization as well as master data synchronization between business partner role and customer master. Then we have seen the business partners. Then we have also seen the settings. We get in a geo header, how to come out of that. We have to run this particular program. Okay, we have to run this program. Just execute it. Select it and disable geo services. Then you will be able to come out of this error. This is one of the interview questions. How to disable geo services from business partners. Just say that execute this particular transaction.
Okay.
Geocoding set, live program will be there. Just execute it and disable it. Then that's fine. Then you are able to create a business partner. So today we are also able to create a business partner. Then we will see how to fill the other fields when we are executing it credit management. Okay. There are so many concepts that we need to know. That's the reason I'm not rushing you. If I rush you, then I can cover as much as possible.
Yeah.
But my intention is that you should at least 60-70% minimum you would be able to understand and remember. It's not possible to remember 100%, but at least 60-70%.
Yeah. No, I appreciate. I don't want you to rush through. I don't want to just finish it just to finish. I want to understand it, like you said. The concept is also more important.
Right. So if you remember conceptually, then you see that the system is different, applications are different, but the business process would remain same. Okay. If you have a credit card, you cannot draw 100,000. You can draw only the limit that you have. Similarly, here also, in the credit management, we set up the limit to what extent a customer can purchase the material. So like that. So we will see that how it goes, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Okay. Tomorrow same time. Okay.
Same time, yes. Unless there is any contrary statement from these guys. Otherwise, I'm fine.
Okay. So tomorrow is Saturday, but you'll find, right? I am okay. But
I'm fine this Saturday. Perhaps next Saturday I may not be, but this Saturday I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay? Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.